Hello, welcome to Volume 3 of From the Helm. I'm standing here at Chicago Yacht Club in our main dining room at Monroe Station. This room was full last night with probably over 150 people that were here as part of a private catering event. You know, it was really great to come back to the club last night and see every single room full, from the captain's cabin where WOW was at, to the main dining room, to the fireplace, to the Mac bar. It was just awesome. Dwight Jensen and his team and Chef Larry did an amazing job last night. Speaking of Chef Larry, I've got a special guest that I'd like to kind of ask on this edition of From the Helm to kind of come on board and tell us a little bit of what's going on in the month of February. So Chef Larry, if you could kind of join us here. How you doing, Chef? How's everything? So Chef, what's going on here in the month of February that the members should know about that'll keep them, you know, excited, their tummies full, and keep them up and going?
So between Kristen, food and beverage manager, Carly, and me, we sat down, we went over to Union League for lunch, and we filled up the calendar of February. So tomorrow, we're running a Fin Fantasy event. Members been asking it for a couple of years, and I said, all right, let's try it in February, we'll see what happens. We've got about 40 reservations. Highlights on the menu are some shrimp cocktail, oysters, lobster thermidor, among other things.
Sounds great.
Next week, we walk into Valentine's Day. We've got about 50 reservations right now. A la carte selections. Highlights are veal tenderloin, crab legs, strip steak. Following week is a dinner and a movie, so we're trying to get the kids with the adults involved. It's a steak dinner for the members while the kids go upstairs and watch a movie.
Great.
And then the following day on February 24th, we're doing a brunch PMR for our new members. Those are the main highlights. As we start rolling into March, maybe you'll have me back and we'll highlight March.
That sounds good. And of course, we've got a lot of happy hour specials that are going on at different times of the month to keep people down here.
So for us, on our end, it's half price appetizers all month.
Great.
And on Saturday nights, we're doing half price choice bottles of wine.
Right. So as you can see, we're 5 weeks into this new year, and Chef and the team here at Chicago Yacht Club have been doing a phenomenal job of getting everybody down here. They've got some exciting things planned. We'll get into a little bit more of that here later on the show. But I wanted to say thanks, Chef, for kind of joining us, and I appreciate it. Look forward to a great month of February. All right.
Have a good day.
So next up is our On the Water report. I just want to make some shout outs to some of the members that have really done some significant things on the water. First off, a big round of applause for my friend Lindsay Duda, Stretch Armstrong, and the team of Sinduda. They took line honors in the Pineapple Cup down in the Caribbean, which was a phenomenal showing for them. Obviously, you know, to be able to take your program down to another body of water and deliver results like they did is great. So congratulations, Lindsay, Stretch, and the entire team. Well done. Way to represent the club. You know, congratulations also to Steph Roble and Maggie Shea for qualifying for the 2020 470 Olympic team. You know, we're really proud of Steph and Maggie for all the hard work that they've done and all the great work that they've put in, the hard work that they've put into their campaign. Obviously, we've been right behind them every step of the way. So keep up the good work, ladies. Show us proud at the Olympics and in the ensuing events that you'll be competing in. On the junior front, congratulations to Peter Barnhart and some of our sailors that are competing in one of the Opti International Regattas. As of Tuesday, Peter was sitting third out of 231 Optis. So let's get a round of applause for Peter and for Annie and some of the members that are down there, and just let's encourage them. This is the future of the sport. Let's make sure that they continue to do a great job. Now, next, for some of the things that are coming up down the pipeline, our MAC committee has been hard at work getting everything ready for the upcoming race to Mackinac. You know, the notice of race was just released. Invitations went out to returning competitors. The team has really done a great job to come back from last year. We are leaders in the international racing market, the offshore racing market. So I'm very proud of the work that they've been putting on to make sure that everybody gets to the island safely, that everybody gets to the island, you know, with a little more safety knowledge than we've had in the past. Again, if you haven't had a chance, review the notice of race, learn and become familiar with what's new. There's some new safety requirements, so make sure that you kind of read that on. So shout out to all of our various members that have been active on CASRA. They've been working on delivering some great events for the South Lake Michigan area. Just different events that are bringing not only junior sailing, but inshore sailing, and then some casual races that'll be able to get those of us that might not be as familiar with the racing rules, or maybe perhaps intimidated by the starts or starting sequence. There's a lot of different ways to get on the water, so really kind of dig into the CASRA event schedule, make sure you get yourself out there and at least get your boat out there. It's great if you have a bimini, it's great if you have air conditioner on your boat. The racing that they have is made for everybody, so make sure that you get active in that. So that's what we got for the On the Water report. So now for our on land report. Well, we heard from Chef Larry the great things that we've got planned in the month of February. There's a lot of opportunities to come down and have some great food, enjoy the on-land amenities here at Chicago Yacht Club and Monroe Station. But, you know, last night was a classic example of what makes our club so great. You know, this room being full, the main dining room, the Commodore's North and South was full, the Captain's Cabin was full. You know, the vibrancy in our club last night is a great example of active membership, and that's kind of really what we all have to embrace, is making sure we come down and use our club. But really, you know, last night was a great execution on behalf of Dwight Jensen and his team to make sure that they delivered all the many plates that they had spinning in the air yesterday. But we had the third of our many town hall meetings. And it was great. There were over 60 people that attended that meeting. That's the third one that has been had, the final one. And you know, there was some really good feedback. I think in general, if I had to kind of summarize what the feedback is, it is everybody's encouraged by the opportunity to kind of create a new up at Belmont. Their understanding of the fact that, you know, something has to change. We're actively seeking input from everybody on how to best make that change up at Belmont. Because replacement for our existing barge is inevitable. And if you have any ideas or any feedback, or you weren't able to make any of the town hall meetings due to scheduling, travel, etc., we fully understand. Please send your comments to oneclubcyc@chicagoyachtclub.org. That is a special email address that we've created to be able to gather information on the 2025 plan and the renovations that we have planned for the club over the next few years leading into our 150th anniversary. In my next issue, I'll cover off a little bit more about what we're planning on that, and we'll be having the actual renderings and all uploaded into the website and portal, so that you can actually kind of look at the renderings that have been proposed, that are being proposed. So what happens next with that process? Belmont Planning Committee, which is actually a subcommittee of the station committee, is going to tabulate some of those results, the feedback that they've heard. We're going to basically modify the existing drawings to kind of incorporate some of the feedback we've gotten, place that in front of the board so that the board can kind of look at, all right, so do we make the next gate, which is moving into an evaluation process. We're going to need to get some drawings and the like, some detailed drawings to be able to get effective bids for that. And then we hope to then, sometime in the next 30-45 days, be able to put that up to vote in front of the board of directors to be able to kind of decide what path we're going to go down. But if at any point you have a question, please use that email address, oneclubcyc@chicagoyachtclub.org, to cover off and ask any questions that you might have of us. Some great synergy going on last night. It was the very first WOW event that was held for the year, a WOW Connect event where they had a Chinese New Year theme, Year of the Pig. Captain's Cabin was full of all of our WOW committee members. Kudos to my better half, Sonia Sandoval, for executing that event and for the support of the committee to make sure that was executed in grand fashion. If you haven't gotten involved with WOW, it's a great opportunity, whether you have an interest in sailing, an interest in boating, you'd like to learn more, or you just want to kind of meet some new people, make sure you reach out to Sonia and to the WOW committee and just get involved in that. This Sunday, I'll be joining over 50 members that are venturing down to Naples, Florida for our, we'll call it annual or semi-annual winter rendezvous. Big shout out to, again, Dr. Chris Albanese and Greg Marecki for hosting this event at their lovely home down in Naples. Hopefully the 50+ guests won't be too much of an encumbrance, but it's going to be a great event. I know there's a lot of buzz about the club about having more of these types of events. So if you have any recommendations, please send me an email to my email address, sandoval@chicagoyachtclub.org, with any recommendations you might have about that. So that's what I have for this edition. Thanks a lot for listening in or viewing in. And again, if you have any additional ideas for for content and material that you'd like to see on this YouTube channel, please make sure you reach out to me or reach out to our communications director, Sarah Proctor, with any ideas you might have. Thanks a lot. Look forward to seeing you around the club, and best of all, welcome to Chicago Yacht Club. Keep up the great work.